So chapter number 9. In number 9 deals with the benefit and cost analysis of some assets. So in every large project like government projects or something, actually we calculate the benefits, we calculate the cost. The benefits are what would benefit us, and the costs are what could hinder us. So actually, we calculate the benefits and costs in terms of money in every large project or even simple project. So if our benefits are greater than the cost, then we move towards that project, that the project is feasible in that case. Otherwise, if the costs are larger, then we are actually getting some loss in that project. So we not go for that project. So this benefits cost analysis is actually a part of feasibility study done before the execution or before the start of any project. So,
ठीक हो गया.
so if we look at this thing, we are saying the same thing. All these are public projects, so the investment is large and something. The costs are expected expenditures. So they do not need to be actually in terms of money. For example, if we are creating a dam, obviously we need some money for the construction of dam and for all things. But also there will be some cost in terms of environmental damage. For example, some areas will be flooded. So we also take that damage that as in terms of money. That we calculate approximately how much area will be damaged. So that will be converted into money. So we are going to add that in cost. And all the benefits which are enjoyed by the project like generation of hydropower and water storage and prevention of flooding, all these are in the benefits. And disbenefits are undesirable or negative consequences. If the again the same thing that the indirect economic disadvantages. Actually, the flooding that something was disbenefit. That some areas are destroyed, some biodiversity is destroyed. So all that would be in disbenefit. Especially if disbenefit and cost are approximately the same. We get the difference from the formula. The formula we can get the difference. So the first one, the benefit cost analysis. The first one is simply we can use this formula. This one. The benefit or cost would be the present worth of benefits or the present worth of cost. We can divide them, or we can use the annual worth of benefits and cost, or future worth of benefits and cost. So it does not affect whichever we use. So like I was saying in that question, that they have found the annual worth in that question in this one, I think. This one. So they have found actually the annual worth. Even if we found the present worth, that our end answer would be different. That would be the same. Our values would be different because present worth would be different from annual worth. But in the end, the answer would be the same. That whether we are going to do for replacement or not. So all these are same. So actually we can use this formula or we can use this formula. This one we usually use. So the benefit or cost, remember this is a conventional benefit cost ratio. The benefit cost ratio, the conventional. If they're saying use the conventional, so then we are going to subtract the disbenefit from the benefit and divide by cost. And if they are saying the modified benefit ratio, then we are going to subtract maintenance and operation costs from the benefits also. So actually, if we write the cost can be for a project can be like in two terms. We have some initial cost. This is some initial investment, and these are the annual operating costs. So in the conventional benefit cost relation, the cost include both these two things. So both these two things we are including them in the course, but in the modified, this is conventional. In the modified, we are only including the initial investment in the cost. We are including the annual operating cost. We are subtracting the annual operating cost from the benefit. So the answer is a little bit different. So, but it depends on whatever they have asked in the question paper. So we are going to use that formula. There is some slight marginal difference between both approaches. So, for example, if we move to this example, they are saying that a flood control project will have first cost of 1.4 million. So this is the first cost is 1.4 million. 1.4. This is our first cost, 1.4 M. And maintenance costs are 40,000. The years are 10. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the annual operating costs are 10,000. For year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sorry, the annual operating costs are 40,000 for 10 years. Reduce flood damage. Now, if we look at this line, they are saying reduce flood damage. So what is this reduced flood damage? Is this the benefit or this is a cost? Obviously, this is a benefit. This is a benefit of the project. The benefit of the project, they have given us in monetary terms, that is 175,000. So the benefit would be 175,000. The above are costs in initial investment and annual operating costs and costs. The benefit is 75,000. And loss income to farmers. This loss income, it is actually, you can get the idea that loss income would be some kind of disbenefit. So we can write this benefit would be 25,000. But this benefit are 25,000. Interest rate 6%. Should we take the project? So I is equal to 6%. So how should we proceed? For example, if we are going for the conventional benefit over cost cases. So the conventional B by C says that all the benefits minus all the, this benefit divided by all the costs. B minus C over C. So we have B as 175,000. We have D as 25,000. The flood is 25,000. C. So in the conventional B by C, we have to find the annual operating cost, the annual worth of these two values. Why we are finding the annual worth? Because there's all this 175,000 is per year. The loss of income is per year. So those two are both are annual operating costs. Actually, these two are given our annual operating costs. So that is why we are going to find the annual operating cost of this as well. If those were given as present worth, then we have to find the present worth of this one. Because remember, annual worth is to be divided by annual worth, present worth is to be divided by present worth. We cannot divide annual worth with present worth or vice versa. Or the quantities must be the same. So if we find its annual worth, what will be the annual worth? Annual worth would be simply 1.4 minus 1.4. We need to find A, this is P, the interest is 6%, the years are 10, minus 40,000, because that is already annual operating cost. Simply, we can use this formula to get the annual worth, and whatever the annual worth would be, we can divide. That is actually C. This is actually cost. So they have found the cost as something that 230,218. So the cost are 230,218. So if we divide that and get the value, we got the answer as 0.65. So if this is less than 1, that is not feasible. No, we are not going to proceed with this project. If this was 1 or greater than 1, then we are going to proceed. Otherwise, we are not going to proceed. So this is how we can find the conventional EVAC. In case of, we can use this example for modified as well. Yes.
नहीं ठीक है कह रहा था क्यों
Okay. So modified BOC, what the modified BOC was saying, the benefit minus base standard minus annual operating cost divided by initial investment, first investment. The benefits are 175,000. This benefits are 25,000. Annual operating cost is 40,000. Our the initial investment is 1.4 million. So simply in the modified BOC case, we do not need to find any annual operating cost, something like that. Simply we can subtract the values and get the answer. And similarly, if this is less than 1, then the project is not feasible. If this is greater than 1, the project is feasible. So if I quickly get the answer, 125 V3 minus 25 V3 minus 43 divided by 1.4 E6. That is over 1.4 million. Transfer over initial investment. That's it's my so it's approximately 0.08. So that is very much not feasible. That is very much not feasible. So for example, in this second example, also look at this one. So they are saying that first cost is 1.5 million, maintenance cost is 25,000. Revenue expected. This is our benefit. That's what we are going to how much revenue we are going to generate from this project. That is 175. And there is no D benefit. So our D is 0. They have not written any disk benefit, so our D is 0. Simply, we can do the same thing. So we have to find this using modified BYC. So modified BYC was saying that cost minus, sorry, benefits minus this benefit minus annual operating cost over initial investment. So our what is the benefit? The benefits are 175,000. All right, the benefits are 175. What is the annual operating cost? The annual operating cost is 25,000, and the disk benefits are 1.5 million. So either we can use this formula, or in this question they have done a little bit different. They have found the annual worth of the cost. Actually, in this case also, we cannot use this as simply like this. We have to convert this into annual worth. That was a mistake. So I forgot. I was saying just a moment before that we have to going to divide this annual worth. This is also annual worth. This is annual worth. This was present worth. We cannot use this as present worth. We cannot divide all annual worth with any present worth. We are going to use this as annual worth. So the annual worth would be of this 1.4 million over the 10 years. The annual worth should have been minus 1.4 into 10 to the power 6, A over C, 6% and 10. So whatever the value was from this first part, we are going to use that here, not this one. So this was a mistake. So kindly to rectify this, that always divide the same like quantities. That present worth with present worth, annual worth with annual, future with future. So in this question, what they have done? They have done that they have found the annual worth of cost. 1.5 million was the initial cost. 25,000 was the annual operating cost. Similarly, we have done that for revenue as well, divided by this. And actually, they have done this is C by C. This is not modified B by C. In modified B by C, it would be like this: 175,000 minus 25,000 divided by 1.5 10 plus 6 A over C 6% and 20 years. So this was modified B by C. This is actually B by C. This is not modified B by C they have done. Yes, here they have done. Like, look at this one. That benefit minus annual operating cost. This is benefit minus annual operating cost. And the cost, this is the initial investment converted to annual series. So this what I've written here. The cost converted into initial cost converted to annual series. So then divide the both and get the answer. So the answer should be almost same, 1.12 and 1.15. So both are greater than 1, so that's fine. We can go with the project. Any issue in this?
No, thanks.
Okay, so this is the last question, I think. So they are saying that this Ford Foundation expects to award 15 million in grants to high school, something. Grant will extend over 10 years. So 15 million they are granting. So what is this 15 million? They are actually spending this 15 million. So this is the initial investment. This is initial investment. They are spending 15 million. Extends over 10 years. So n is equal to 10. These are the years are 10. Will create an estimated saving of 1.5 million per year. So they are saying that the benefits would be 1.5 million per year. So 1.5 million per year. These are benefits. Saving. This is saving. So this is benefit. Foundation 6% is the interest rate and estimate 2 lakhs would be removed from other program funding. So what is this 200,000? So they are saying that the foundation, this grant program will share foundation funding with ongoing activities. That this grant would actually take the cost from other activities. So this 2 lakhs, that is actually this benefit. That they are not spending 2 lakhs on other projects. Actually, they are using that 2 lakhs from other projects and using that in the grant. So this is the benefit of this project. So the D would be 20000. This is D, that is benefit. And the annual operating cost is 5 lakhs. So we are going to use the B by C method to determine if the grant is economically justified. So they are saying, if you look at this example, annual operating cost was, they have converted into, sorry, this was initial investment. They have converted initial investment to annual operating cost over 10 years. So they have converted this P into A. So that is approximately 2 million. The benefits are 1.5 million per year. The disbenefits are 2 lakhs. The annual operating cost is 5 lakhs. So if we have got these 4 values, remember they should be all the same. Annual worth, if one is annual worth, the all should be annual worth. So we know the B by C formula. B by C is B minus D over C. And in this case, B is this 1.5 million. D is this 2 lakhs. So if I write this one, B by C would be 1.5 into 10 plus 6 minus 2 lakhs divided by this benefits include, the cost includes the initial investment and the annual operating cost in the conventional B by C. So the costs are 2 million, 2 into 10 plus 6 plus the annual operating cost, 5 lakh. So if we use this, we can get the 0.51. So that is very much less than 1. So this project is not feasible. This is not feasible. Similarly, if we use the modified PYC, that would be initial investment, cost, that benefit minus the disbenefit minus the annual operating cost, that is 5 lakhs, divided by initial investment. So that is 2 point into 10 to the 6, 2 million. So if we use the modified, that is approximately 0.39. So again, this is saying this is less than 1. So not feasible in both cases. The project is not justified by any of this case. So they're saying that we are not going to do this project. So an issue in this,
नहीं ओके अभी तक
ठीक है, फिर बस यही था, ये इंक्रीमेंटल कॉस्ट वाला सर ने पेपर आया था, इसको अगर देखते तो देख लो, वरना ये नहीं करवाया। इसके लिए सर मैं सारा वो चाहिए
ठीक है।
सर,
ये वैसे सर
कंप्यूटर।
जो होता है ना मेन ही देते हैं,
हाँ,
हमें ऊपर वाले 3 कर
बेसिकली
देते हैं।
इसमें जो मुश्किल ये आए, इसमें काफी कम आता है। अगर देखो ना 50%, कोई 1-2 ही होंगे मेरे ख्याल से इसमें आए हों। ये इसमें जरूर आता है रिप्लेसमेंट में, या ये सर पूछता है या रिप्लेसमेंट वाला पूछता है। ये सर वाला तो ऑलमोस्ट
सही
सकता है।
सही है।
और बाकी उस प्रेजेंट दिया एनुअल वर्थ में से उनमें से एक आ जाएगा, या वो
ठीक
कैपिटलाइज
है।
कॉस्ट वाला आ जाएगा, या वो
हम्म
एनुअल में मुझे लाइफ साइकिल कॉस्ट एनालिसिस नहीं होता, किधर गया, यही है अच्छा।
यही है।
हाँ यही वाला आ जाएगा, लाइफ साइकिल कॉस्ट वाला आ जाएगा, या वो वाला आ जाएगा।
हाँ ये तो किए थे, मुझे याद है,
हाँ,
प्रैक्टिस ही करनी है इनकी यार। सही है।
बाकी कोई मसला